You've heard it said that great things come in small packages. Well, this 12-in-1 USB-C hub from INTPW proves that is true. Keep watching to find out why. Welcome to another edition of Eric's Product Reviews. I am Eric, and today I'm going to be reviewing this really awesome INTPW USB-C 12-in-1 hub. That's right, 12-in-1. This is a full-featured USB hub / docking station, and really tiny, doesn't take up a lot of space, so easy to take with you on the go if you're using it with a laptop or a MacBook, or as you're going to see later, even an iPad Pro. So first, let's really quick talk about all the features that this has, and then you're going to see some demo footage. I'm going to put this thing to the test, put it in, let you see it in action, being used in maybe the most unlikely way you would think. So stay tuned for that. Let's talk about the features. You've got your MicroSD and standard SD card slots on here. You've got standard USB 2.1. You've got two of those, one over here and one over here. And so that's great for just basic stuff, like if you want to connect a wireless keyboard, a receiver, or something like that. But then you also have two USB 3.1 high-speed 10 gigabits of data per second transfer speed to connect like an SSD drive or a hard drive, something that's data intense. You can connect those there. You have this little LED indicator, so you know that this is getting power. Speaking of that, this has up to 100 watt power pass-through. So you've got your USB-C input right here. You plug up to a 100 watt power supply into that, and not only will it power the devices that are connected, but it can pass through power through this connector to whatever it's plugged into. If it's plugged into a laptop, MacBook, something like that, Chromebook, it can be charging at up to 100 watts. So that's great. Then, aside from that, over here you've got an audio out, or actually it's a full headphone jack, so audio out, mic in port there. And then on the other side you've got Ethernet, so you can hook Ethernet cord into that for wired internet. And then you've got three display outs. You've got a display port here on this end. Then over here, as you probably saw, you've got two HDMI ports. And this does support up to 3 displays. Now, of course, with displays, it depends on the display driver and card that you have in your system. So whether that's a Chromebook, a MacBook, or a Windows PC, it's going to be different depending on what you have. But this does support up to 3 displays at 60 Hertz through those 3 display outs. And that for sure works on almost any Windows computer. On a Mac, it may depend on what processor you're using. You may not be able to get all of that, just depends on the processor. But if your computer supports it, this supports it, and that is awesome. Now you've got this nice aluminum finish. As everything that INTPW makes, they almost always use a nice aluminum finish because they make quality stuff. So let's just bump over to a demo video. I am going to demo this hub being attached to the most unlikely thing, an iPad Pro. So it's not a laptop, it's not a MacBook, it's not even a computer. Technically, it's an iPad Pro. But because iPad Pro supports Thunderbolt and supports accessories, I decided to really put this to the test and see how it worked with that. So let's check that video out. So you can see I have the INTPW USB-C hub right here, and I wanted to really test it. So I thought rather than hooking it up to a MacBook or a PC, which would be obviously, you would expect that it would work with those things, I hooked it up to my MacBook Pro. So I have this hooked up to my MacBook Pro. I have the power cord going in here and going out to the MacBook Pro, so it will charge when it needs charge. Right now it's not charging, but it has pass-through charging as well as powering other devices that are connected to it. So I connected this SSD drive to the hub, and it needs a little bit of power in order to work, and then it also is connected to the hub. Then I connected the HDMI cord to the hub, and I've got an Ethernet cord attached to the hub. And you can automatically obviously see the HDMI is working because it's displaying my iPad screen on my monitor. So this is already working like that to mirror my iPad screen, which is really cool. And let's check out a couple of the other features. If I go into Files, I'm going to open my Files, and you can see right there, this is the Samsung T7. This is my SSD drive. What you're seeing there is a bunch of files for video review stuff. That's where I store all my files, on that drive, and there it is. And you can, I can bring up pictures from that drive. You can see that's one of the pictures I used when I was reviewing my action cam recently, and I took that picture in the pool. So it just mirrors everything, and you can use the SSD drive. It works great through the hub, which is awesome. Now, what about the Ethernet? So if we go to settings, first of all, you might see or not see there's no Wi-Fi symbol up here. And that is because if we go to settings, you'll see somewhere on here, it lets you know, right there. So right here you can see I'm connected to Ethernet. So I'm going to click that, and it shows that it's connected to this interface. So this Ethernet cord is providing internet to my iPad rather than Wi-Fi. So I can get, you know, the super fast internet access through there. Just to really quick give it a test, I'm going to open Safari, and I'm going to do a, let's see, internet speed, there we go, speed test by Oakley. Let's do that. And I'm going to hit go. And we're going to see how fast I get. About 400 to 500 megabits per second is the speed we pay for. And you can see I'm getting that on my iPad because I'm connected to Ethernet. So that's awesome. And then, of course, the HDMI, you already can tell that's working. So I decided I want to take this one step further just to show how much this could do. Because I forgot that one of the things this hub has is audio out. So I've connected auxiliary cord to the audio out and connected it to my speakers, which are on either side. And so now when I play video, mount this in your car and then have a place where that sound is coming through my speakers. It sticks and stays. I'm turning the speakers up, gets wirelessly charged, turning the speakers down. You can see now controlling the volume. So with all those other things are still plugged in, Ethernet, HDMI, SSD drive, and then also audio out, and all of it is working great. See, this hub works. Those work, and I have no doubt that I could connect something to every single one of these ports and it would work the way it's supposed to, because it's working amazing even with my iPad, and would work with a MacBook or PC or Chromebook as well. So you can see this hub worked excellently with my iPad Pro. And if it'll work with the iPad Pro, you can be guaranteed it's going to work with your PC, your MacBook, anything like that. It's great. You just plug it in and everything just works the way it's supposed to. Gives you access to 12 different ports and accessories that you can use to attach anything you need to your computer and get up to 3 external displays. If you need that or want that, you can use it for that as well. So another really great hub, great product from INTPW. If you're looking for a compact USB-C hub to give you all those ports and data options and display options, then this one by INTPW is definitely a product that I would recommend. That is going to be it for this review. If you like this review, please click that like button. If you know anyone who might be interested in the product, share the video with them. All those ways are down there. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel or favorite this playlist so you can keep up with future product reviews. And if you have any questions, just post them down below. I will do my best to get back to you as quickly as I can. That is going to be it until next time, so be safe and be happy.